All right. So, are you aware of the crop killers surrounding your seed? That is the last question that you want to ask yourself. Am I aware of the crop killers surrounding my seeds? And crop killers are anyone who tries to kill your seed, your vision, abort your destiny, um, any of that. These killers, they have been assigned by the enemy for the sole purpose of killing your vision. Especially if you have a vision or a goal or a prayer from God that is going to help heal people and break generational curses and really solve a real problem to help people to grow and to become closer to God. You can expect for that seed to be attacked from every angle. You can expect it. And so crop killers can be people that you know. It can be people who you don't know, right? It can be family, friends, co-workers, even strangers can all be crop killers. And the like the sad thing and the scary thing about it is sometimes they don't even know that they are being that they have been assigned um, to kill your vision. And sometimes people start acting funny and they're not supporting you or just throwing a lot of shade and just a lot of negative energy, right, is being thrown your way, and you're wondering why. um, these people have been assigned. It takes me to the Matrix with Neo, right? There was all these secret agents that was working for the enemy, right? And they were coming from out the woodwork, right? Um, but sometimes they don't even know that they're being assigned. And so bad relationships and associations can be killing your harvest. Those people who kind of remind you of your past, or they remind you of your lack, your flaws, your fears. These are your crop killers. Those who throw shade, right? We talked about shade. They're gossiping about you, criticizing you, blocking you. Those are vision snatchers, and you have to be aware of them. And so you have to pray for the spirit of discernment, right? You have to be intentional on just being aware of who you are. Again, sometimes even telling and sharing your visions with, right? Um, and sometimes, because the most dangerous crop killer is sometimes yourself. Sometimes you can self sabotage your own harvest from your insecurities and your limiting beliefs and your behaviors and your fears, all of these things, these beliefs and these insecurities and fears can choke and kill the seed before it even gets a chance to grow, right? And so you have to also think about your own thoughts and what frequency you're putting out into the world, because sometimes people pick up on those thoughts and those frequencies and those fears, and they reflect it back to you. And then all of a sudden you're starting to think, okay, oh my God, this confirmation of what I've been thinking and what I've been fearing and my insecurities and self-sabotaging and all of this. No, that is the energy that you're putting out that's now being reflected back to you. So you also have to make sure that you're not your own worst enemy and your own worst critic, right? And that's again where that soil comes in at, right? And what you're doing to water that soil. So you have to know your worth, and you have to believe in God promises and his will for you. Just as there is a powerful force who wants to see you get to your destiny, to your promise, to your land of milk and honey, there is a force who wants to abort it before it even comes to pass. And so you may get those crop killers who may try to plant those tares in your soil, right? And sometimes it has to grow in order for you to even recognize that they are tares, right? But you have to be aware of that and just know that if God gave you the vision, the desires of your heart is the voice of God, right? The visions that you have for yourself is the voice of God. And so if God gave you that desire, if God gave you that vision, if God gave you that desire, that prayer, just know that you are deemed qualified, that it's supposed to come to pass, and you are qualified for that farmer job, right? To help it to grow. And so you have to act and move as such. Don't be your own worst enemy, and know how to set boundaries, and kind of know how to limit people's access to you, no matter who they are. If they're not helping for your seed to grow, then they're hurting and hindering your seed to grow. Just make sure that it's not you that's doing that. So in conclusion, we talked about these 7 ways on how to produce a bountiful harvest. You know, in the beginning, it can be really, really something deep, as covenants made by your ancestors, and curses that you may have spoke over yourself or other people have spoke over you, covenants that they may have made that they weren't aware of, things, disobedience, strongholds, soul ties can really be playing a strong role as to why you are living a life of struggle, of lack, of depression, of oppression, of stress, right? Of instability, of confusion, right? And you're not seeing anything manifest or grow. You feel stuck, right? It can be something as deeply as those things that I mentioned. And in addition to that, you have to ask yourself those 7 questions. Am I planting the right seed? If I'm planting a seed of peace, what is my behavior reflecting to make sure that I get a harvest of peace? So not only am I planting the right seed, but am I planting it in the right soil? Am I in the right environment for that seed to thrive? Not only am I in the right environment, but am I planting that seed in the presence of God, of light? Is it of light? Is it of light? Yes. Well, then am I watering it with the right water or the right amount of water? And not only am I watering it with the right amount of water, but am I doing it consistently, right? Am I doing it consistently? And not only am I doing it consistently, but am I aware? Am I aware of the crop killers and those who have been assigned to make sure that that vision does not come to pass? Am I aware of them? And what am I doing to protect myself from them? God said that He will hide you from the wicked counsel, and He will make your enemies your footstool, and prepare a banquet feast in the presence of your enemies. So you have to make sure that you are doing your part and staying in the presence of God and having the right intentions and being consistent and working on yourself, right? Watering yourself, nurturing yourself, being around the right people, and guarantee that you will reap that harvest. And it would be a harvest that is going to feed your family. It's going to feed your community, your nation, and your generations. Okay. Know that visions that are sent from God will grow to become a harvest that will feed everyone around you. So you have to guard your vision, your seed with all of your heart, because it is needed in a time as this. Your vision is needed in a time as this. And remember, when the word says that you can tell a person or tell a blessed person by the fruits they bear, let's not take this as material possessions only. Right, the word talks about the 12 fruits of the Holy Spirit as well. And so often we kind of measure our success and our harvest or our blessings from worldly things that can only be purchased with money, or that can be shown off on social media, these tangible things. But to bear fruit is deeper than that. So if you feel like that you are not growing, take a look at how you are evaluating that. Right. In fact, I encourage you to reevaluate where you are right now and notice how much you have evolved spiritually. And, some of those 12 fruits, like they consist of chastity and faithfulness, generosity, gentleness, goodness, joy, kindness, love, modesty, patience, peace, and self control. And so, those are also great fruits and harvests that's going to be a strong foundation for those other tangible things that you are hoping and praying for. Okay. um, and just kind of stay in good spirits. Let that motivate you to keep going. We always reap our blessings in the spiritual realm before the physical. Okay. And so I hope this was helpful to you. Please share your thoughts, share your words of wisdom, share your experiences on how these videos helped you. It will help me to improve as well, and to continue to grow in my calling as well. And so I thank you so much for spending your time with me. I want to send you so much love, peace, and light. I love you, and be blessed. Bye.